But this is the first men's doubles from Group A here at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. World Tour ranking 1 for the Indonesians, 5 as far as the Danes are concerned. 8 World Tour titles. That is a new record. They broke their own record. They won 7 Super Series titles last year, and now the Super Series has become the World Tour. So 8 Sukamuljo and 1 5.
Then the Danes will be playing with the drift
Denmark.
in the first game.
And on my
Doubles
left,
were quite slow.
Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, and Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, Indonesia. Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon to serve to Team Asstrup. Love all. Play.
So the first of the Group A men's doubles matches gets underway. My goodness, what a very, very good start.
Service over.
Team Asstrup.
1 love. Service over. 1-all.
So before we really get into the
Service over.
match here, Steen, just coming back to the Danish representation. There has been a Danish men's doubles pair in the Super Series finals, as the end-of-year finale used to be called,
Service over.
at the last 9 end-of-year finale tournaments.
Yeah.
So this,
it's a strong.
yeah, 10th,
category.
10th consecutive year.
2-all.
Probably one of the lowest representations of Danish participants.
3.
He had injuries to Victor Axelsen, who was, of course, one of the favorites to go here in men's singles.
And 2-time defending champion.
Exactly.
4.
There was a chance that the mixed doubles with the new pairing, relatively new pairing with Mathias Christiansen and Christina Pedersen could make it, but they didn't play well enough in the last 2-3 tournaments.
Hey, mistimed that. That came off the frame of the racket.
And of course, Gideon and Sukamuljo, they've had the chance to listen to what their compatriots, Hassan and Sechevan, experienced earlier today. They had a tough start on this court 1 here, lost the first game 21-4 against Endo and Watanabe. It seems that they are reasonably satisfied just clearing.
That's a lovely change of pace from
Service
Sukamuljo.
over. 5-3.
Oh,
Service over.
strings in his racket there.
Yeah.
Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon. Well, they're on a quest, the world #1s from Indonesia, to become only the 2nd men's doubles pair to win 2 consecutive end-of-year finale titles.
Nope.
Of course, the first pair to do that was Boa Mogensen
4,
from Denmark. In fact, they won
5.
3 in a row, having contested 4 consecutive finals.
Excellent play by Marcus Gideon here. The second last smash was a smash that was aimed at shoulder level at Kim Asstrup. That forced a short reply.
4.
first session of today that the shuttles, they were quite slow, and it makes a whole lot of difference in terms of playing style and how the game goes.
I have to say, looking at that rally, some of the slowest conditions that we've probably seen this year.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Both pairs played their longest match on the World Tour in the recent Hong Kong Super 500. So that was also kind of slow playing conditions, and we've seen some other places. So outside the World Tour, the World Championships in Nanjing, that was also reasonably slow conditions there.
Service over. 5-8.
Strings went.
Yeah, but there was again this flat smash from Marcus Gideon, and I think it's something that he's doing deliberate to vary his attack. That's simply necessary when the shuttles are as slow as they are today.
Is it going to be even more important to involve the front court player with slow conditions, Steen?
Yes, I think it is, because it's more difficult. It enhances the defense with all players. So we'll see probably a more patient playing style and longer rallies than we're used to in men's doubles.
Yeah, it's nice variation, isn't it?
I don't think the Danes can afford to give them these chances with so much time in their attack. They've got to play a little bit more flat.
Service over.
Either on the first or the second defense, I think. I mean, because the defense gets better, it gets easier to keep the backcourt player at the back. So that's why you want to involve the front court player, or share the responsibility, share the workload from the backcourt.
Oh, another racket gone.
Typically, in the beginning of the tournament, you break more strings than later on, before you get used to the timing in the hall and so on.
9-10.
Great interception. And it means that the world #1s have a 2. I like the idea that he tried to step into that defensive shot. Anders Rassmunsen. Oh, that's so good. But he seemed to have so much time to switch to his forehand defence and then have a good old swipe at it. Oh! Well, it hit the ground first.
14-9. Yes.
Yep, bounced before he got it. But it is, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Kim Asstrup wearing the compression stockings before, or the running tights, whatever you want to call them. But the conditions here are very cold, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Service
Not
over.
only the playing conditions, I've seen the mixed zone, which
10,
is more or less
14.
outside actually, so the players can get really, really cold when being interviewed after the match there. So that's not ideal.
It's not that warm in our commentary positions then.
Service over. 15-10.
It's going wide. They've been dominant so far, Sukamuljo and Gideon, and basically would expect them to, given the head-to-heads, but I also think that the shuttle speed is
over.
Probably a little bit too slow for the Danes. I mean, they normally have a good defense, but
11,
I don't think
16.
they can beat Gideon and Sukamuljo by playing defensive. So the slow shuttles, they also help Gideon and Sukamuljo's defense, making it difficult for the Danes to kill it.
That's nicely demonstrated in that rally.
Yeah. Standing too far back in his defense, Rassmunsen leaves him no opportunities, and basically this, that he saves it but loses the next one, that's the worst thing that could happen for the Danes. I'd much rather, from a Danish perspective, that Gideon just kills it on him immediately on the first smash, or that he has some counter-attacking possibilities because he stands half a step
challenges
closer to the net.
Called in.
Yeah. Well, our first challenge of this evening's session. Called in, but the Indonesians thought it was out. So here we are. What does Hawkeye say? Yeah, was it? Good call, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 13-17. Play.
Oh. Goes down as a missed opportunity, but I'm guessing
14,
that was tighter than
17.
and more difficult than perhaps it first looked.
Although wasn't that a whole lot of angle in it, he probably should have blocked it.
Yeah.
It's easy for us to say.
Yeah.
After watching it in replay.
We can all be wise after the event.
Yeah, it's too slow. Excellent read by Sukamuljo.
18-14.
That's well played. Excellent play with a broken string, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it happened on the last shot, though, didn't it, Steen?
Service over. 15-18.
Good serve.
Yeah, he's been practicing this tumble serve as well, Kim Asstrup, and has had some success with it. That's the way to do it. Well played by the Danes there. The question is whether Sukamuljo and Gideon, they had a nice lead, whether they're just comfortable and just tightening the grip a little bit here towards the end of the first game.
Lovely change of pace again. That's how they won the last rally. And they've closed the deficit. Now back level. Well done by the Danes.
18-all.
4 of the last 5 points and 4 straight points, in fact.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well played by Gideon. My goodness. Just brushed that off the top of the tape.
19-18.
Wow, that looked high, that serves.
It's all about placement. Rassmunsen initially committed to his backhand defence. That was hit down his forehand side. So 2 game point opportunities for Gideon and Sukamuljo. That's a lovely change of pace.
Please wipe the court.
Got caught on his way back, Gideon.
Okay. Marcus, can you please check? It's okay. Thank you. $19-20.
Very unusual.
Error on the return of serve. 20 all, and now extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
Oh, fantastic shot there.
What a rally. Brilliant.
Fantastic rally. But that interception by Kevin Sukamuljo midway through the rally. That one. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely extraordinary.
Quite high artistic impression, in my opinion.
The longest rally of the match so far as well. So, having saved 2 game points, now the Danes have a game point opportunity themselves.
(21-20).
I think I would go for a flicker.
Opening game to the Dane.
I think the Danes must
Love
be
all.
fairly happy because
Play.
a game 1 is potentially important in group stage play
Absolutely.
if they should lose this match eventually. Well played.
Yeah.
Just standing there, Sukamuljo. But
1 love.
of course, they shouldn't get too content having won 1 game. The Danes, the Indonesians, they have in the World Tour this year, they have a comeback rate of 75% after losing the first game. 9 out of 12 matches where they've lost the first game, they've come back and won it.
Crikey.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Yes.
I mean, there's no question the Indonesians have been the pair of the season. But do you think it's also perhaps a changing of times? There's only 2 pairs in
Service
the
over.
World Tour finals here in Guangzhou that
1
competed at the end of the year finale a year ago. Gideon and Sukamuljo, obviously one pair, and it's the other pair, the reigning world champions, Li Junhui and Liu Chen.
Yeah.
So 6 new pairs.
It is.
Service over.
It is a
2-1.
time of changes. Some of the older pairings, amongst others, the Danes, have lost playing strengths, and new pairings are on their way forward.
Service over. 2-all.
And we've also seen some of the old pairs come back again. The Korean pairs, very nice drop shot there by Kim Asstrup. That has worked well for the Danes so far.
Yeah.
The longest match that Sukamuljo and Gideon has played in the World Tour this year is against Lee Young-dae and Kim Gi-jung in Hong Kong Open.
Yes.
So they've been dominant the last 2 years, Sukamuljo and Gideon, but I can also see that there's pairs coming forward that are challenging them. They haven't lost a whole lot on the World Tour, only 2 Chinese pairs, but it's also 2 young Chinese pairs that are on their way forward.
Yes, in fact, their year win-loss record in World Tour tournaments is 49-3.
Service over.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Played 52 matches in
3-all.
And I mean, you're bound to have bad days eventually. You're not on top of your game all the time, still managing to win. That's impressive.
Yeah.
And now we should see the Indonesians having a little bit easier time of penetrating the Danish defense. Very nice flat defense there from Kim Asstrup. I still feel that Rassmunsen needs to come a step closer to the net, but it's not his preferred
Service over.
working area, so to speak.
4-all.
Service over, 7-4.
There it was. That gives him the opportunity to play it flat. He doesn't have to play upwards, and that makes a whole lot of difference.
Service over, 5-7.
Fault.
A little lucky for the Indonesians that Rassmunsen touched that one, I think. Could easily have seen it.
Service over. 5-all.
Service over, 8-5.
Fault.
Wait, he touched that.
Fault.
Yeah. Well spotted by Ivo Kassel,
Service over.
umpire.
Yes. Six, 5. Service over. 6-all.
Fantastic.
Seven, 6.
Again, this change from backhand defense to forehand, he moves his racket so quick. Sukamuljo.
7-5, interval.
Nice work by
Service
Rassmunsen
over.
there. Good variation in his attack and moves forward.
7-all.
Ball to 20 seconds. Drop to 20 seconds.
It's fascinating to
Service
watch,
over.
you know, Steen, because you and I are so used to seeing this
8-7.
Indonesian pair play so quickly.
Yeah.
And under these conditions, that simply won't work.
No, it's difficult.
Yeah.
11-5.
Yeah. Well worked.
There was a little trap early on in the rally where
9-7.
Sukamuljo played a shot that could make Kim Asstrup think that he had a good chance. So Sukamuljo, he knew exactly where it was coming.
Service over. 8,
Service over.
9.
Draw, 6.
I don't think the Danes, they've flicked enough here in the second game. I think that worked well for them in the beginning.
Oh, strings are broken.
Yeah.
And Sukamuljo racket, but he didn't have to play another shot.
Service over. 10-8. Yes.
Service over, 37.
Play! 11-8. Interval.
So to the mid-game interval. Qualify for these finals. Didn't play well enough at the second half of the year.
No, they've played well at the championships, so to speak. That's what they've been focusing on this year, and of course the championship results doesn't count towards the qualifying list for this tournament.
I'm seeing signs that Sukamuljo is beginning to get a little bit frustrated. I think he's trying so desperately to play a winner when he intercepts at the front of the court that he's trying to play it too steeply and he's making errors.
Well, that would have gone in, I think, actually. I had a little time to think about it. So I think it was a good thing that he tried to return it, Kim Asstrup. Yeah.
12-10.
I think the case with Sukamuljo is that he's a really hard player to keep down. He can have concentration lapses or shots that doesn't really work out. We tend to forget them because he plays so many beautiful shots.
Yeah.
But he's really hard to
11-12
to keep down throughout a full match, because he will eventually, as we see Ariora Miranat put some grip on rackets, he will eventually make some good shots and gain self-confidence there.
All.
So 4 of the 5 points since the mid-game interval.
He's got to move forward, Rassmunsen, that's it. He tried to do it here, but he didn't do it with confidence. Had he done it with confidence, there would have been a number of chances, and instead we saw this fantastic attack by Sukamuljo.
13-12.
And that's what the Danes can do here. They can really move their defense closer to the front court, because there we see again is too far behind, trying to escape. More or less. And you can't afford to do that, because even though you think your chances gets better, they actually gets worse in terms of winning the rally. It's never a good idea when you play Sukamuljo and Gideon to try and play a short block on an attack. He's simply too fast, Kevin Sukamuljo. That's not going to work for the Danes.
But it wasn't only his speed forward, Steen. I instinctively felt the way he placed it, where he placed that kill, was so quick of thought. So it's not just physically quick on courts, quick thinking as well.
Yes. Quick perception of the game.
Yeah.
Racket gone? Yeah, I think it might be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he made his way to the net. I think he was contemplating changing it.
I'm a little surprised he didn't try and change it, actually.
He could have done that, because, I mean, they had the initiative and slow shuttles and so on, so...
Service over. 13-15.
Yeah, he was standing his ground there, Steen.
Yeah, that's well played.
14-15.
This is possible because of the slow shuttle, because otherwise, of course, the Indonesian attack would have been more dangerous had the shuttle's been a little bit faster.
So just 1 point in it.
That's him.
There he comes forward again, Rassmunsen. That's actually very well.
1960.
Excellent.
Lovely change of pace. My
Oh,
goodness,
fantastic save.
how did he get that back? What a rally, what a rally. This could be very important too.
This is the longest men's doubles rally of the year.
It's landed in. Would you believe it? By the pace and trajectory of that last shot, I thought that was going to go miles long.
Exactly.
14.
My goodness.
Seems like both pairs are looking for an opportunity to towel down or do something, but no one wants to give an inch mentally.
86 shots.
A flicker would be dangerous right now.
Please stop. I will check. I will look. Anas, please get ready. Don't
No,
interrupt him.
Sukamuljo complaining to the umpire that his opponent was taking too long.
Oi,
Yeah, that's landed well in.
Service over.
Well, it was a flicker, but
very
it,
alert by Rassmunsen.
yeah, it wasn't a particularly good
15,
flicker.
16.
I don't know why I'm saying flicker. I'm following your lead there.
Yeah.
It's a flick. Oh yes, that's well played.
Service over.
Again, this
Yes.
higher targeted smash from Gideon, making the opponents judge the
17.
speed of the
15.
following shot,
Final game.
speed of the reply.
Level. Play.
Hey, nice move by
Service over.
Asstrup there.
16. 17.
Yeah, it's very nice. Racket arm outstretched, taking it as early as possible.
Service over. 1-4.
Oh, that's going well. Oh,
He's taking it.
Service over. 2-all.
Top of the tape.
my goodness, they're having to work hard for each and every point.
Service over. 18-16.
Gideon is asking to towel down.
Okay. One.
There's so many exciting matches in this group, in my opinion. The world champions, the tall Chinese, but it's, in my opinion, the most powerful pair when they are at their best. So looking forward to see them play here on home soil, because should be conditions that suits them well. And then Han and Zhao, who's beaten Kevin and Marcus twice this year, but have lost 3 times to the Danes.
18,
yeah,
16.
It is fascinating. It's the beauty, isn't it, of the group play.
Play.
Different styles suits different pairs and players.
Service over.
Service over. 4-4.
Well, I think an awful lot's going to depend on nerves of the Indonesians right now.
And nerves of the Danes.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
that's well left.
Service over.
A good anticipation.
19, 17.
Two points away from taking this second game. One point away from levelling this match at 1 game apiece.
20, game point, 17.
And they've been resilient in the long rallies, the Indonesians.
Game.
1 game all. 21-17.
Second game.
Gideon and
They won
Sukamuljo.
more than all the others together.
Exactly. Over 50% of the titles won by the 8 pairs here, won by this pair from
One
Indonesia.
love.
It's gone long.
Yeah, and you could say that
Service
it's
over.
basically the China Open victory that has seen
1-all.
Asstrup and Rassmunsen qualify for this tournament. They've won 20 matches throughout the World Tour this year.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget they were in the final of the India Super 500 event.
Yeah.
2 quarterfinals at Super 750s. And that was in Malaysia and Fuzhou, China.
He's got to do something there, Rasmussen. It's really well played by Sukamuljo, because he's beating Rasmussen one-on-one now, and he can't afford that. He can't afford to play Sukamuljo 3 times with lots of time for Sukamuljo. He's got to move him. Otherwise, the Danes, they'll be in dry straits.
One left.
Service over. 2.
They're supposed to be playing up against that little drift that there is.
Three, 2.
Well, we do know from playing in these big stadiums around the world that the drift can change. All you need is somebody to open a door somewhere.
That's right.
Oh, that's just sensational. A lovely play
Service
from
over.
Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo.
3-all.
Just wide. Oh, they're challenging.
Clearly wide.
Yeah.
Marcus
I
Fernaldi,
agree
Gideon
with you.
challenges called out.
We've got a very good commentary position here this week, haven't we, Steve? We're
Especially for that line.
looking straight down onto the court. Which means that if we've got this wrong, we're going to look rather silly.
I'll just complain about Hawkeye there.
No, we're right.
Challenge unsuccessful.
We're saved.
I'm not accepting that that should be
One
wrong.
challenge remaining. Service over. 4-3. Play.
Very short that lift.
Another racket
Wow.
gone.
I hope they have enough. That's probably why Ariona Mironat was putting grip on some of the rackets that they might be a little short.
Do strings in cold conditions, do they become a little bit brittle, or is it just the timing that goes off?
5-3.
I don't think there's that much of a difference. I don't know. There might be some scientific explanation, but back in the days, Jill, when you were playing and it was a different type of string, not a synthetic string, then
Yeah.
there was differences.
Yeah.
You could see players sort of trying to warm the strings with their hands.
Careful, Steen, I'm not that much older than you, you know.
No, but I wasn't playing.
3.
Not at that level, at least.
This is a good little spell by the Danes, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, basically no matter what happens, they've still played a good first game, first round match here.
Super angle.
And the first thing they
Service
should
over.
think about when this
4,
happens is we must have been too
6.
far back. The only possibility was to play it directly into the racket head of Kevin Sukamuljo.
Yeah.
Five, 6. Service over.
Good service return
7,
from Kim Asstrup.
5.
Service over 10-11.
Yeah, he got in a muddle there.
Service
That was
over.
Rassmunsen. But it was good placement. It was directed
6,
right at his right
7.
hip, and he got in a muddle as to whether he was supposed to be defending forehand or backhand.
We talked about it earlier on, the thing about how quickly
7,
you perceive what's happening in a match, and you can think of the practice in Indonesia against Fian and Arianto and Asan and Setchawan, all playing fast and furious. So that sort of
8.
gives you good practice in picking up quickly on what's
Asstrup,
happening.
Rassmunsen challenges called out.
Well, first challenge of the match from the Danes. I fear they'll lose that challenge. What
I'm
did you
certain
think?
they will lose it. It was a challenge to break the rhythm. They had lost that lead. They had built up like
They've just lost four of
double
the,
quick time.
yeah, 4 of the last 5
Yeah.
points. Here we go. Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 8-7. Play.
Oh, that's well taken from Gideon.
I think
9-7.
I think the Danes have gotten a little bit tensed at the moment. They're not, in my opinion, fast enough in mind or racket.
Oh,
Well
that's
played.
clever. Very, very nice.
10-7.
7 of the last 8 points now. 3-6 down.
Yeah.
No.
11-7. Interval.
Last year at the year-end finale
Play.
as well, lost their first match in the group against Kimura and Sonoda, and then eventually, towards the end of the match, found the right recipe and beat them in the, must have been the semi-final.
12-7. Service
Well, the
over.
run comes to an end. 9 of the previous 10 points.
8-12. Service over.
There, he was alert to that flick serve.
13-8. Service over. 9-13.
And it's over. 12-13.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Oh, super. What an angle from Sukamuljo.
Service over. 14-9. Yes, it's me.
And it's also the lift from Asstrup that's not really the right quality. Sukamuljo can just step directly back into it. He should move some sideways before being able to hit the attack.
15.
But, it seems like it's slipping away from the Danes. And like we discussed, the Indonesians building on the momentum.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's called a fault. Touch the net. Yeah, they know it.
But there was about perception. I mean, Sukamuljo was covering only one spot on that court.
Service over.
The spot where the shuttle came.
Yeah.
10-15. Service over. 16.
Well, ever since that
10.
3-6 deficit, the Indonesians have looked a class above their opponents in all honesty, in these latter stages.
Yeah, they have been a class
17,
over. It looks
10.
like the Danes are either very nervous or very tired. I think it's perhaps a mixture of both things. The racket has dropped down, and the Indonesians have gained energy and momentum. And their rackets, they haven't dropped down.
Service
No.
over.
Oh, my goodness, the stringers are going to be busy tonight, aren't they? I wish I'd been keeping count of the number of rackets broken by the Indonesian pair. Strings, I should say, broken, not
yeah.
rackets.
And most of the time, it's a
11.
lost point.
Yeah.
17.
But I just wonder in these slow conditions whether, in fact, they should take the tension down a little bit.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's over 15.
But on the other hand, you would like to increase it because you want some extra power.
Yeah,
Good interception, fantastic interception.
yeah, brilliant. But I'm not sure
Service
extra
over.
power is actually going to be enough with the slow conditions to get through. So you might as well take the tension slightly down on the rackets, because then if you've broken 10 rackets, that's 10 points in the match.
Exactly.
15.
Go!
2 points away
19,
from
11.
victory, which will increase their comeback record this year.
To 10 out of 13.
Yeah. Not there yet, though.
It's over. 16, 15.
Well, it was a nice idea.
Time is over. 12.
I knew it wasn't going to go
19.
over. And another go.
Let
A little bit of tension between the two, I suspect.
12. 19.
Rassmunsen and Sukamuljo.
Wait.
Yeah. Each thought the other was going for it.
19. Left. Come on. You saw that they are not ready. You saw that they are not ready. Come on. 13.
I didn't get that from the
19.
umpire, did you
You
hear?
said you saw that they're not ready.
It's over. 16.
Match
Service
point
over.
opportunities for Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo.
20. Match point 13.
Return champion.
Only needed the one opportunity. 21-13 in the deciding game. Well,
Match
forced to play
won by
a totally
Marcus
different
Fernaldi,
style
Gideon and
to
Kevin
their
Sanjaya Sukamuljo.
natural,
20-22.
dynamic,
21-17.
exciting, fast style.
21-13.
But it seems that they can play any way they have to. Hard work, though, over the hour mark.